All right, step 9 in the 12-step checklist of high-performance marketing. Review the data, adjust the tactics. This is fairly straightforward. As I mentioned before, let the data of your marketing outweigh everybody's opinions. The key thing is, don't react to the very first piece of data, okay? Look at things quarterly and make adjustments. I'm gonna give you some insight on what type of things to look out for. You can't just have one metric, leads, no leads, sales, no sales, and think that everything's wrong. Talked about drilling down in the details before. So here's an example of a healthy way to adjust, to look at data and make better decisions. So for one example, and this series has if you look at the content below, there's a bunch of examples, but I'm just gonna give you one. Email marketing, success or failure. You guys can run the benchmarks. If you guys have a fully organic opted-in list, meaning you didn't purchase a list, you should expect 20% open rate and about 2.5% click-through rate. If you purchase a list, you should expect about 8 to 10% open rate and a 1 to 2% click-through rate. Are you getting enough open rates? Are you hitting that? If you're not hitting that, then most likely is the subject is bad. You're either having keywords that are flagged as spam in your subject line. The subject line is just not compelling to ad-driven. The email's not even being read. So if that metric is below standards, think about ways to optimize and create better subject lines. Implement A/B testing. A lot of the email service provider softwares have the ability to do A/B testing in their subject lines. If you're getting a healthy open rate, but no one's clicking through to the call to actions or responding, no problem. That means you probably have bad content, okay? And you need to optimize the content. Maybe it's too design heavy and it's just distracting. Maybe it's not very clear on what you're talking about. So in that case, what you can do is do A/B tests on the content. Take your list, split it into portions, and send 2 copies of the same exact type of email, but with different images, and see which one performs better till you're getting up there. That's a way of looking at a sample set of data and saying, okay, these are not working and here's what I'm gonna do to get better. So take a look at the specifics and make sure that for any statistic or analytic that you're falling below average on, you know, that you have the most accurate response on how to get that fixed, whether that's web bounces, response to your direct mail pieces, so on and so forth. That's a good way of looking at the data and making decisions on that. That's step 9.